Okay, we're back from the hardware store, and they have a very limited selection of blades. So I went ahead and got this blue guy on the left, which is intended for cutting metal. The reason why I got it is it has a very fine blade count. It's hard and it's very, very stiff, so it won't deflect that much when compared to the ripping blade for wood, which is on the right side. These are 5 or 6 inch blades, which is more than enough depth to handle the 2 inches of the countertop. And my hope is that I'll be able to cut the counter with a minimum of chipping. I did a test cut with the wood blade here. I'm going to do a test cut with the metal blade before I proceed to cutting this one, which will go into that circle straight, and then I'm going to have to figure out a way to turn. The big problem with this metal blade is it's hard to turn. It's really hard to turn a blade that wide. So I may have to do a straight cut to the corner and then a very gradual sweeping cut, or maybe a diagonal cut, I'm not quite sure. Because the drill bit necessary to make a hole large enough for that blade to fall into is massive. I don't have a drill bit that's that size. I could maybe do 2 holes and fit it in that way. I could give that a try. I might give that a try. Why not give it a shot and see if I can fit that blade in there and then clean it up? That might be a good way to go. A couple of parallel holes in the direction of this line here, sort of heading in this direction. Just put another drill bit hole there, and perhaps even a third to fit that blade, because this will fit a jigsaw blade, but it won't fit a sawzall blade, which is the problem. So yeah, maybe I have to drill a couple more of those there. Getting in from the sides, no problem. I can just bring it right in off this cutout here and here. So it's really just a question of maybe drilling 2 more holes there and 2 more holes there for that line that goes to the back. So I think that's what I'm going to do. But first I think I'm going to do a test cut on the side, and then also and see how that goes, and then drill a couple more holes there. That's the plan. The second cut with the metal blade left a very nice fine cut with no chipping or minimal chipping. So the next thing I'm going to do is just prepare to drill at least one more hole there of 8 millimeters in diameter, and then see if that blade will fit. It may require, I think it might be a 6, so it may require 3. Let's find out. Well, it took 3 drill holes with the 6, I think it's a 6 or an 8 millimeter drill bit to fit the fairly wide fine-tooth metal blade. 2 would have been too small. 3 is just about right. So I just lined them up, and then they weren't quite falling into each other, so I just used the drill bit laterally to open up the holes. And that seemed to work okay. So that means I can do that straight shot up there. I'm just going to reproduce that here with this hole. I'll put 2 more beside it, and then we'll be good to go. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do the left side. So I'm going to first cut this line here, because that's the longest, thickest countertop. There's less material underneath the back and the side. The front's got quite a lot of material to go through, so I'm going to try to use the blade while it's newest on the thickest stuff, and I will see how that goes. And if it's really hard, then I might do this front as well, because that's thick material there, and then it's thinner stuff all the way around. We'll have a look, but that's the first cut I'm going to make, is this one right here. So I'll set up for that, and we'll see how it goes. worked out pretty good. No chipping, as far as I can tell, and I'm pretty happy with it. So I think the next thing I'm going to do is the long cut up to the top, and then we're going to take off that back part there last. I just wonder if this, yeah, no problem with getting the shoe of the jigsaw in there. I've got a little bit of the motors hanging up on the wall a little tiny bit, but we should be okay. It's I should go in. I think I'll have to go in a slight angle. It's going to be no problem in the other direction, of course. It's just that this thing has got this big honking protrusion on the side there, but it's just a millimeter or two, so I should be able to pull that off just by going at a slight angle, which won't hurt the dropping in of the cooktop any. So far so good. Let's see what the long shot, how that goes. Well, here we are with the first cutout. It's the left side, and as you can see, I cut it right on the line all the way up. Pretty nice cut, it's okay. And then right on the line there. Corners looking good, they're round, so that one shouldn't crack. Let's hope. And neither should that one, because they are well and truly round. So now we're going to give that jigsaw blade a couple of more drill holes to fit into, and then we do the right side. So that's how we're looking. So far so good, and it's gone pretty smooth. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please consider subscribing, giving me a like, and leaving me a comment. I really enjoy making these videos, and I want to know from you how I can make them better. The whole point of these videos is to demonstrate that if I can do something, you can do it too. Well, that's it for now. So long, and remember, keep making.